This is Captain DerTebbers speaking. Thank you for flying TebbyBear Air. Please fasten your seatbelts. So here we are, flying our approach into Sitka.
Now that we're clear of the mountains, we can start descending.
Of course, we have our talkie guy and all of our little
power, let's start down.
funky things.
The wind is blowing from the west, so we'll land on runway 29er. We always want to land
flying our Cessna. Very nice Cessna. I do like when you have the co-pilot. I mean, he is invisible, but it is nice. He actually handles some of the tasks for you.
Sitka traffic, caravan 25 Tango is on right.
And we've got our caravan up there. I have probably
we can follow him all the way to the airport.
Through the life of Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator, including Microsoft Flight, I probably have 5,000 to 6,000 hours in flight simulators. So it's relatively easy for me to fly these early missions. This is sort of just a check. I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to do, how many of these Flight Simulator X missions or the made-up flight patterns or whatever I'm going to do, because quite honestly there's so much dead time. I mean, sure, I've got time here to monitor my fuel quantity, which is relatively good. Low EGT, fuel flow is in the green. Run this down a little bit more here.
Follow the caravan all the way in. Add a notch of flaps and slow down a bit.
All right.
We can't land until he's off the runway.
There's our flaps coming down. Oop. Is he looking the other direction there? Straighten this guy out. So yeah, I flew flight simulators back when you started in a Cessna taking off in Chicago off of Meigs Field, which was destroyed by the mayor of Chicago, despite the federal government telling him not to. So this was playing this one where you don't start at Meigs Field was always kind of sad. Alright. Beautiful lights in. I remember that cruise ship is going to come across. We're going to kind of want to skim the cruise ship. I tend to put down hard into Sitka. I always have put down hard into any of the Alaskan airports or any of the small field airports, just because I want to get with the stopping program as fast as possible. I actually want a little bit less power here. I don't want to come up on that caravan too fast. So give me your thoughts. This is one of the shorter missions. This is supposedly a 15-minute mission. Why are my landing lights not on? There we go. It's supposed to be a 15-minute mission. This is one of the shorter ones. Some of the ones that I find to be kind of fun are like 60-minute missions. I don't know how much to show on those.
Okay, maneuver is necessary to start lining up with the runway.
Be quiet, co-pilot. So some feedback would be great. I think I'll do some spotlighting and some mods. I really love the community of modders that have crept up around the flight simulator experience. There's a lot of really great aircraft out there. I especially love being able to collect an entire set, like getting all the Boeing aircraft or getting all of the Airbus aircraft. That's kind of fun. So we'll cover some of those. Get off the runway, caravan. And I'll probably crash a few times, no matter what I do. I don't have rudder pedals. I'm not that into this. I have a nice joystick. It's not the best in the world. When it comes to helicopter missions, it's just a ridiculous disaster. Alright, I turned us in a little bit off, but that's okay. Plenty of maneuver room. Alright, I also love to kind of challenge myself here and there. You know, the live weather integration with Flight Simulator X is great. You know, go get some...
Traffic, caravan 25 Tango is clear of the runway.
Good. He's clear of the runway. All right.
Okay, the runway is ours.
Yes. Be quiet, instructor dude. I like giving myself really bad weather and really ridiculous locations to try to fly into. Especially having to do marginal weather, VFR. That's always fun. A lot of times I also like to deliver my equipment before I do the missions. So there's a mission that requires a grumming
Slow to
goose.
65 knots and add the rest of the flaps as we slow down. Let's maintain 65 knots on final.
Yes. Be quiet, little man. I know what
Sitka
you
traffic,
want me to
Cessna
do.
6 Charlie Mike on final for runway 29er.
So there's a mission that requires a grumming goose. So what I like to do is I like to take a grumming goose out of somewhere like Seattle, where they might be doing restoration work on a grumming goose, and fly it up to Dutch Harbor before I do the grumming goose mission. That's always kind of fun. So do we think we'll clear that stack? I think he's moving way too slow for that. So we're going to want to go a little bit high. I still have to finish setting up my joystick because it's a little bit touchy right now, especially with the rudders. It's got those twist grips and it wants to wander off to one side. Alright, looks like the cruise ship is going to clear nicely. So we'll just be able to slide right on down. Yep. Alright, so again, let me know in the comments what I've been asked by a couple of people to play Flight Simulator, and I'm happy to do it. I love Flight Simulator. Like I said, thousands of hours in Flight Simulator. Don't ask me to play Microsoft Flight. That's a crap piece of... it's just terrible all the way around. Microsoft just ruined the entire Flight Simulator series with that piece of garbage they put out. So we're a little bit high here. Come on, baby bird. Let's get down. See, I was busy watching that cruise ship there. It's like a celebrity cruise ship. Alright, let's get down and get this bird on the ground. There we go. That's better. But I'm happy to do whatever. Just I'm not sure what to cut, what to keep. I don't have enough hard drive space for some of these really big missions. So they have to be cut in some way. Alright, let's just use Mother Earth. Yeah, we're not going to exactly touch down on the numbers, but that's okay. We're going to be in the right ballpark. There we go. A little bit of power so we can not nose in. And we'll kiss the runway. Just above stall speed. There we go. I really don't need to brake much. Where's my taxiway?
Nice landing.
Shut up, you silly man. Now I've got this mission resolution garbage up here, and I do not want to just stop on the runway. Who would do that? Alright, let's get this plane taxied in. And the taxiing is the other part. Some of these airports, just terrible to taxi in. You know, stuff like that levitating light. Classic Microsoft silliness. But if you ever played, let's see, Flight Simulator, well, I played the original. If you want to talk about some rubbish. You know what, let's park in here. I was going to go by it, but I want to park in here now. Come on, baby. Make your turn. There we go. And I do know I have my landing lights still on. I want to turn them off, but sort of paying attention to what I'm doing. And because my co-pilot isn't smart enough to reach over and turn off the landing lights for me. Alright. Yeah, I'm taxiing a little bit fast, but that's alright. The Cessna can handle that kind of thing. Especially with this low fuel load, I don't have a whole lot of fuel sloshing around in the tanks. And there we go. Perfect. Parking brake on. And there we are. Turn off our lights. And ignition off. I think we got everything. Turn master off. There we go. Oh, there's some nav lights on. Get out of the way, stick. Strobe off. Throttle out. Mix off. Good. Good. Excellent. So we finished our first flight. Let's open up the door. There we go. So, there we are, hanging out at Sitka, Alaska, after our nice easy landing. Again, let me know what you'd like to see. I'm definitely going to probably look at some mods, but what within the game itself would you like to see? I hear jetting. Oh, it's that turbine. But other than that, I'll just sort of play around with the missions, I guess, and cut out whatever I think is too boring. So until next time, this has been DerTebbers with Flight Simulator X.